Hey everybody, welcome to the House of Hamm. I am the Empress of the Manor, Miss Monee, and next to me we have
Lady Shadington.
That's right, we have the Lady Shadington. She changed her name. I'm still going with the Lady of Shade.
It's a new year, it's a new me.
Well, alrighty then. We're about to get into our show. We're going to do a little bit of what we're working on, a little bit of what would the aunties say, and then of course everybody's favorite segment, full-chested fails. And boy, it's a doozy this week. All right, so let's get into the show. All right, we are back and we are going to get into what we are working on. I have a lot of stuff, and of course, since the last episode, we filmed what we've had a birthday, we had a Valentine's Day, we had just all the stuff. And I have to say that my birthday was super awesome. The Lady Shadington actually took me to a Bridgerton themed high tea. It was awesome. I will insert some pictures of our Regency era dress somewhere around here.
Yes.
And that was fun.
That was fun.
And then what we are working on, I'm going to go first. So I have a couple of projects I'm working on. So remember, I think I told you that I was going to try and make this shirt. And I started with one color yarn, but there wasn't enough of it. So I had to get into a different color. So this is as far as I've gotten on the current color yarn. But this will eventually be big enough to cover me, and I'll make two of them and it'll be a top. And then this is a skirt I am working on, and I have part of the waistband.
Yay for waistband!
Yeah, but it's a little bit more difficult just because of the stitch. It's a stitch I'm not used to doing, and I don't think I like it. But so I'm trying to work through it, and I'm trying to get it done. And once I get that done, we get into the fun stuff, like crocheting pleats, which I've never ever tried before in my life.
Oh.
And then I got these little thingies off of Amazon. I actually got you a pair. I got myself a pair.
I love presents.
They're called, there we go,
gardening sleeves.
They're called gardening sleeves, and they're supposed to be for when you garden. I know for me, like, especially when I'm picking tomatoes or anything that's got pricklies on it, like cucumber vines, it'll kind of scratch up my arms or make them really itchy. And so these garden sleeves, you're supposed to be able to slip them on your arms,
I have on
and
sweater.
It'll help you.
My fatty fat arms.
It'll help you keep from getting like scratched up by the pricklies. So these are the ones I got for myself. It's not going over your sweater. These are the ones I got for myself. They have dragonflies and butterflies, which I love, and ladybugs.
And these are also good Regency era clothes. I'm just saying.
Yes, right. And then I got those for Miss Lisa.
Oh, those are pretty.
Purple's her favorite color.
Yes, that's true.
And
that's pretty though.
I love these. So I'm kind of excited, and I don't know if they're gonna fit over my fat arms, but
we won't know for months if they're effective, right?
Right. Oh, but I love, and they're really pretty, and it's a thin material. So in the summertime, you won't be too hot either. So, but I got those for Miss Lisa. Just thinking of her because I know she's the gardening guru, but I saw those and thought it'd be kind of cool. Oh, and then the other thing I'm working on is, I don't know if you can see this. It says Vibe Check. Oh, yes. The name of my band. And we've been rehearsing, and I'm really excited. We do 2000s, 90s and 2000s R&B. And with a little bit of pop mixed in there, probably eventually a little 90s rock too. But I'm just excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and Lady Shadington is also doing background for us. So, woohoo! So, Lady Shadington, what are you working on? I just threw a lot of stuff out there. So.
Yeah. I only have one thing only. Seed starting.
Oh, that.
I did send you some pictures.
I'll be doing that today.
But I mean, the thing is, when you're planning out your garden, at least for me, when I'm planning out my garden, I'm like, I'm going to plant this. Oh, I'm going to plant that. Oh, I might plant this. It's like, oh, I have to start these seeds.
Yep.
Let's see what we're actually going to have in the garden this year. So I got some purple broccoli started.
Purple broccoli?
Yes. It's called burgundy.
Will it be purple?
It will grow purple. You will harvest it as purple, but it will change color when you
No.
cook it. Unlike purple potatoes.
That's not fun.
Most of even purple beans do that. I've noticed they do that too. They'll be pretty in your garden, but they're going to turn green if you cook them.
Okay.
They will be purple if I just cleaned it and put it in a salad.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting because it would be purple.
Okay.
I know you don't like broccoli.
I don't like raw.
You don't like raw broccoli.
So I'm like, whoa, yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yes.
And
so I've got some chives and garlic chives because my chives from last year.
Well, I bought garlic chives. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yes. What else do I have? Onions and marigolds.
I love marigolds. You know, that's my favorite flower. So
yes. Well, and
I actually am going to pull the seeds off of. I have some here somewhere. I just don't know where they are. But from my marigolds last year, I'm just going to pull the seeds off my marigolds from last year.
Yep. Well, you got to let them dry out. Well, maybe you should. Let them dry
out. I think they should. I think they are. But
okay. Yeah. Cool.
I know they're in a baggie around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. Then you've got plenty of marigold seeds.
I'm pretty sure
if you deadheaded twice, you've got plenty.
I actually deadheaded more than that and just kind of spread them over the grass. So I'm hoping in the spring I'll get some of the field of marigolds.
That's not a bad idea. So some self-seeding marigolds.
Yes.
So that's basically seed starting and trying to learn some of the music for your band.
Yeah. Yes.
So, and that about covers it, really.
Well, that's enough.
And work.
Oh,
yay,
yes,
work.
Yay,
work.
Woohoo, work. Yeah.
Happy to have a job, though. So,
girl, I know that's right.
Let me add some enthusiasm in there. Yay, work. All right.
Yeah. All right. We are back, and we are going to get into what would the aunties say. I have read a story that was picked out by my son, and we're going to read it and react. So here we go. Let's see. Am I the jerk for refusing to give a huge wedding gift after finding out I'm not invited? I, 27 female, am in the middle of unexpected family drama, and I honestly don't know if I'm being reasonable or petty. My cousin, 25 female, is getting married soon. We grew up together and were pretty close as kids. As adults, we're not super tight, but we're still friendly and see each other at holidays. No issues, no fights, nothing weird. A few weeks ago, my aunt, her mom, called me and started talking about how expensive weddings are and how hard it's been to afford everything. She said instead of traditional registry gifts, some family members are choosing to give larger monetary gifts to help cover specific costs. Then she asked if I consider giving a significant cash gift to help with either the catering or the photographer. Not a typical envelope with some cash situation. We're talking thousands. She framed it as a meaningful, generous wedding gift that would really help them. I was caught off guard and said I'd think about it. Then I found out through another cousin that I'm not actually invited to the wedding. It's supposedly intimate and limited to immediate family and very close friends. Invites already went out. I never got one. Oh. So I asked my aunt directly and she confirmed it. She said they had to cut people because of the budget, which is why they're hoping certain relatives will give larger monetary gifts instead of traditional presents. I told her I'm not comfortable giving a huge financial gift to a wedding I'm not even attending. I said I'd still send a normal, thoughtful gift to celebrate them, but I'm not funding major wedding expenses for an event I'm excluded from. She got upset and said I'm making it about myself and that a gift should come from the heart, not from whether I get an invitation. She also implied that if I were more generous, they might be able to adjust the guest list. Now, some relatives are saying I'm being stingy and unsupportive. My mom thinks I should give the money to keep the peace since I can technically afford it. Oh, bullshit. I don't want to punish anyone. I just feel weird giving such a large gift for a wedding I'm not considered close enough to attend. Am I the jerk for refusing to give a big cash wedding gift after finding out I'm not invited?
Why is she even asking?
Well, and my thing is if you can't afford it,
Don't
have a smaller
it.
wedding.
That's
have the wedding you can freaking afford.
Thank you. Have the wedding you can afford. If you have to ask anybody other than the parents for money,
then you're trying to have too extravagant of a wedding.
Your wedding's too big
that you can't afford.
And I'm sorry, it's not a punishment if
seriously,
a gift from the heart. A gift from the heart is if I give you the money.
Right.
You asking me for $10,000, that's not necessarily
right.
That's a what do you call it? That's a GoFundMe campaign.
Right, or even more than 1,000. I'm sorry, but asking someone for thousands of dollars for a wedding that they're not invited to is total and complete insanity. That is crazy.
Actually, I feel like, and she already says more than 1,000, or it's implied that it's more than 1,000.
She said thousands,
plural. Thousands, plural. So let's just go down
to even if it's 2,000.
2,000. Let's start with that tiny number. But if you can afford it, it may be closer to 5 or 10.
Probably,
because weddings are expensive.
Well, because she wants you to cover catering and a photographer, and photographers are not cheap.
As you better put some of them disposable cameras on the table.
That's just it. I mean, if you can't afford a photographer, you can get disposable cameras and put them on the table. Or now, I believe there's like an app that you can get where when people are taking pictures on their phone,
just send it to the
Yes, they can send it to that app, and then the bride and groom will have everyone's perspective of the wedding with the pictures on that people have taken from their phones. And because a lot of phones now have photography,
all kinds of apps,
grade
absolutely
cameras. I mean, the camera on my phone is so good. I film the podcast on it. Okay,
right? No, I know,
and that's just it. I mean, but if you can't afford a photographer,
absolutely,
then do something like that. I mean, if you can't afford catering, remember when I got married, we got together. We had the chopping party.
Yeah, I do remember. I was there.
Oh yes, a chopping vegetables.
On Saturday.
So we did more like a picnic kind of thing, and we bought
all the food,
the chicken, and then we made the salads to go with. We bought the meat and made the salads to go with the meat dish, and everyone ate well, and it was good food. So there are ways around. If you can't afford it, there are ways around it. And you have to be resourceful, but you can't just expect someone to, give you several $1,000s for your wedding, especially if you're not inviting them and they're not a close family member.
Even if we were, I'm sorry, you don't get to name my generosity.
Right.
Anybody in the family who has a problem, they can go ahead and give that gift in my name. If that's what you don't get to determine other people's generosity just because you found some sucker to marry you.
Well, and of course the other part is the OP is sending a gift. Which is more than I probably would do.
I wouldn't.
I would be feeling petty, and I wouldn't send shit.
I was just gonna say there ain't a damn thing wrong with being petty.
So yeah, I would say OP is not the jerk, but
nope.
Damn, her family is.
They're toxic, and
they're awful. All right, moving on. All right. I was on TikTok, as I often am, and I saw this guy, and oh my god, I was gonna put it in full chest, it fails, but I ended up going down a rabbit hole, and there's like a whole bunch of these videos, and this guy, he's like, I'm homeless. I mean, I don't think he's great looking. He's okay. I don't think he's great looking, but he's like, he says he's homeless, and he's looking for a lady that likes to cook and clean and will take care of a man. Oh, and by the way, I have health problems.
Is that the ugly man? A homeless man can't get no love?
Maybe. I don't know, but I was just like, what the hell?
What are they going to do? What is she going to do? Cook on a campfire?
Right. Well, and like I said, I went down this rabbit hole. Come to find out, he actually posted this video a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And there have been, there's been at least one woman, and he's like, she scammed me, da-da-da-da-da. Of course, she was giving him a place to stay, but then she also took the money that he had, which, I'm sorry,
is he a big-ass grown man eating up her food?
Exactly.
Showering with her water?
Just like, what the hell? And so, but I couldn't believe it, because basically, and this is it's the audacity for me, not to mention, like, we know I have been dating, and I get some of the craziest responses from people.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm at the age now where I'm just kind of like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I don't understand what happened. That's what I want to know, is what happened. It's like no one's even trying anymore. I'm homeless, but I want a woman that knows how to take care of a man, can cook and clean. Also, there's a place for me to stay.
Think about it.
He actually even said, this could even lead to marriage. He
for basically, what?
Yes, he's basically like, I'm looking for someone I can move in with that will marry me, so he can be a bum on their couch. What?
Okay, I'm going to tell you how it got this bad.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, please.
I'm not going to
enlighten me.
I'm not going to give my big old age.
Okay.
But when I think back, since about the time I was 16 and started forming my own opinions, some of us women need to learn to just keep our opinions to ourselves, because I feel like personally there was a campaign started when I said some of the stuff I said to re-educate, reform, and make me fall in line, which I did for quite some time, until I was at another big old age where I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to do this. It hasn't netted me anything. I'm not happy. I look at some of their lives and I wouldn't want to be there. And then that's when I got happy and but better. But
now
if
you
you're conditioned for 35 years,
share what it was that you said where people decided they needed to campaign to make you
so this is 16 me talking, looking at our dad, living in the Pacific Northwest. The first thing out of my mouth, I'm never marrying a black man.
Okay.
And so I can see how some of my been, okay, Lisa, you got some bitterness, but no one would tell me to go to therapy.
Right.
No one ever tells people to go to therapy. So
I do often.
Well, I do now. But that was me, 16-year-old, watching mom and dad and his awful ways. And I was like, because I just thought it was black men.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was the first one. But then when you get over that and you're like, I'm like, I'm in my 20s now. I'm up to my 20s. I don't hate all black men. I don't, I've decided probably going to give dad the same energy he gives me.
Right.
Maybe a little more grace or whatever. Yeah. Because I'm supposed to be a good Christian woman. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm in my 20s. I'm like, I don't think I want to get married and have kids.
Right.
Oh my God. Why on earth did I ever say that? Some demon or spirit or whatever, and it's like, you never know. You just don't know. You're going to have to grow up and blah, blah, blah. You'll change your mind. You'll meet that man who'll change your mind.
Some people do and some people don't.
Right.
But that's kind of what I've learned. Not always having daughters.
Right.
Having a daughter, I tried to really be cognizant of.
Right.
Yes, you don't have to have kids.
Right.
I would love grandkids, and we will still have. I don't have that conversation with her very much anymore. Because she's just kind of like, I don't want them. And her reasoning is her reasoning.
Right.
And I know that she saw me most of our lives struggle as a single mom.
Right.
And that's not the life she wants for herself.
Absolutely.
I can 110% respect that.
That makes good sense. So women have kind of gotten to a point, I believe there are more and more women are getting to the fuck it stage.
Yeah, you're right.
And more and more men have been so accommodated, they just don't even understand what the problem is. What's the problem? It's like, well, I don't want you to hit me. I don't want you to cheat on me. How about you bring some money to the table? You got the nerve to start talking about gold diggers when you haven't got an ounce of gold.
Okay, that's true.
You asking me what I'm bringing to the table? It's my freaking table.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me what I'm bringing to my table? So, but that's how the expectations, that's what I believe. The expectations are in the toilet because women have been, and like I said, I'm probably going to give away my big old age, for decades. I'm just going to say decades.
Yeah.
More than 30.
Yeah.
more than 30 decades,
Yeah.
more than 30 years, I mean, push back. You don't have any standards. You're supposed to be a good woman.
Right.
You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to accept that. You're supposed to overlook this. And so those expectations for men just get pushed.
Yeah.
So now we've got homeless men who, how can they afford a phone and a mic to be on the internet begging for some woman to house, clothe, and feed them?
Right. Which, absolutely. It's insane. It's crazy.
And then some people will be like, how can you be so cold? I'm nice and warm in my house. What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Right.
But no, I mean, that's just my opinion, that we've been socialized so unequally.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and even like for me, I know even looking back on like some past relationships, and even just kind of looking at like even just my most recent previous relationship, I had a thought like a few days ago, and it was he basically was doing the bare minimum. He was doing the bare minimum, and I thought it was so great because he was the first guy that I had dated that actually did the bare minimum.
Exactly.
Which it's like,
and you've been told all your life
that that's enough. Well, especially being a big girl.
You're supposed to appreciate that bare minimum.
Yes. And so for me, I know that part of why it's so bad now is my mindset has changed, because I realize that I am worth more than just the bare minimum. And if I want to be with someone that chooses me in the same way that I would choose them, or in the same way that I choose them. And so, yeah, and also, having been to therapy, you notice the red flags now.
You do.
So
you're just like,
say stuff, and I'm like, I'm good. All right, we are back, and we are going to get into everybody's favorite segment, full-chested fails. And that is when someone gets on the internet and says the most audacious things with their full chest. And boy, is this one a doozy. I watched it. I went down a rabbit hole watching it after I watched the first video, and I'll elaborate on that once you see this. But now, update, it looks like she's removed those videos off of her profile. So I don't know if things fell through or if she just couldn't take the heat, because the comments were...
I'm sure they're...
Oh my God, the comments were crazy. So, okay, here we go. I'll play this for you. Let's see. I want to make sure it's up loud enough for you to hear it.
Okay. Engaged to a man that... I just got engaged to a man that just spent 13 years in prison, and he's been out for 5 months. So this is his first Valentine's Day since he was 19. He just moved into my house, and I just have to brag. I have never got flowers from a man before, but here I am. These are actually like at least 2 weeks old, and they're just now starting to kind of die. These are just a few days old, and I am obsessed. I have never had flowers before. He does very well, so had to brag on that. But these are our Valentine's plants. Dollar Tree canvas. You paint the canvas one color. You put some painter's tape down directly in the middle. You guys put your hands on here, 2 different colors, and then let it dry. When you take the paint off, you'll put the date where the space is for the tape. Super cute. Got the idea off TikTok. Dollar Tree, can't beat that. I also got this at Dollar Tree. It is a snack board. We are going to put raspberries. This was $5 at the Dollar Tree.
Okay, so I'll stop because we don't need to get into all of what she's doing. But so like I said, I went down a rabbit hole. And like I said, some of the comments were crazy. Like, are you okay? Some people were like, this isn't real. There were, and people were like, what are you thinking? Because the caption actually says she moved him in after them dating for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah. So, and of course, what's the phrase? No man loves you more than a man that needs a place to stay, or something like that. So, I just, but some of the comments, people were like, "Are you crazy?" and this and that, and so then there were other videos. She was like, "Yes, he's real," and she's got him in the videos, and he's like, "She's my savior," and this and that, and he's just going on and on and on about how much he loves her and how great she is, and how she's his redemption, and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
All right, Jesus Christ.
And so, of course, I'm watching it and thinking that he may be sincere in his feelings at present, but the longer that he's out and the more that he has women, throwing themselves at him, he may not continue to feel that way, So, because he was, it was really funny. The other thing that I thought, what the hell is wrong with people? After she had him on camera, some of the other comments were like, "Oh, I get it now," kind of thing, because he was, not like built really well, but he was not built bad, and he was okay looking. I say okay. I could see how someone else would think that he was very attractive. And so because women think that he's attractive, it's okay. It's not okay. It's still not okay. It's not okay. But now, because I put that in there, I want to say last week, maybe ish. I saved the video, and so it hasn't been. It may have been a week, maybe a week and a half.
Valentine's Day was last Saturday, or this past Saturday.
Yeah. And now all the videos that had him on it are gone off of her account. Well, that's telling to me, because I'm sure what happened was, because this kind of went viral, I'm sure he had women in his inbox going, "I can do better. I can do this better," and da 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 da. You know what I mean? And so, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And that was what my thing was I was going to say, I feel for her, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out.
I would like to suggest an all-crime show to all women. It's called "Who the Bleep Did I Marry?"
I've watched it.
I feel like even when I was dating him, I'm like, okay, no one can ever move in with me without a background check and 6 months of observation.
Well, and my thing is because, of course, going down the rabbit hole, I then went and found out why he did all this
why
time
he was
in
jail.
And basically, I guess he had some kind of mental break, and his mom figured out and then talked to him, and he told her that he was planning on going to Walmart with guns and ammo, and he was planning on, doing
shooting up some stuff.
Yeah, or stabbing. He was planning to
mass destruction.
Yes, and so she reported him, and he went to jail for it.
Oh, so he probably hate his mama.
I don't know. He says, I believe he says that what she did saved his life and
the lives of
several other people. Yeah. Yes. And so, but this gal, I feel like, and I do watch Charlemagne, the God, on The Breakfast Club sometimes, but I feel like he's a little bit fat phobic, but he will sometimes talk about what he calls big back behavior. I'm sorry, but this is big back behavior.
What is big back behavior?
Just, again, like we were talking about how women are conditioned that,
if you're fat, you are overweight, you should accept anything that presents itself.
Exactly. And he has said that before, basically, that sometimes, women that are bigger have a lower self-esteem and will accept and put up with things that they shouldn't. Basically.
And that's true, because that's how we're conditioned.
Yes.
But also, watch a crime show. That's all I'm saying. Watch a crime show.
Yes.
Any woman who wants to move in a guy that she has known less than 6 months, please go watch a freaking crime show.
Well, the one I don't watch a lot of those, but I did watch the episode with the woman who was married to the Green River Killer.
That is heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. And what's sad is because she was so horribly abused before she ever met him, he didn't abuse her, and
that was her standard.
And so that was her standard, and so she ignored red flags and questionable things and just believed what he told her because he treated her better than the last guy. And so what I would say is know your worth. Well, because the
reason I say watch a crime show is because sometimes, especially Who the Bleep Did I Marry, these are successful women. These are some of them are very successful. Yeah. Some of them are living the life.
Yeah.
And these con men, some of these guys are just freaking con men.
Yeah.
Who are actually married. They're stealing your money to seduce the next mark.
Oh yeah. I've seen a
lot of these women are, there were online components, but they had actually known or met the person and had a personal contact with them for more than they hadn't even had 6 months sometimes.
Yeah.
They were online, come from across the country, move in my house.
Yeah. No.
That's some serious catfishing.
Well, and for me, the biggest way to get blocked is to tell me that you love me and we've only been talking for like a week. I was like, I'm good.
Well,
yeah, we're done.
My big red flag is when they come up with some reason why they need money.
Oh, that too.
They need money. But if they never start small with like, $25 or $50.
Oh, I've had dudes who are, can you just send me these gift cards? Because that's like
that's
overseas scam
thing.
Yeah, I'm like, nope.
Like, I'm broke. I don't have any money.
Full sentence.
Right. No, so full-chested fail girl over there. I kind of, she had to take everything down apparently.
So, and I wonder what happened, because I honestly was planning to leave it with, we'll keep an eye on this, because she doesn't know what she doesn't know, because she's in her young girl in her 20s.
Yeah.
And but yeah.
And I don't even know. Well, we don't know that it's big back behavior, but it does sound like naivete, if nothing else. He brought you
flowers.
Bouquets of flowers. Yeah. Do you know how much flowers cost these days?
Right.
About $10, $15?
Well, even if they're a little more than that. I mean, the roses probably cost a little more than that, but still, I mean, it's just flowers. It's not, talk to me when he buys you a car or pays your rent or your house payment.
Why does he have to live with you?
Right. Why can't he get his own place? So yeah.
So it didn't even take 2 weeks before.
Like I said, I wonder if, because that was my first thought, was as soon as he finds a better option, he's going to be out.
Well, isn't that kind of what some convict behavior is?
I have no idea.
Okay, another show y'all should watch.
Like, how would I know?
Another show y'all should watch, depending upon how much BS you can take and how sensitive your BS
Love
meter
After
is.
Lockup, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love After
I've never watched it because I'm like,
oh my God.
I can't.
I didn't even get through a season. Okay,
I don't think I could.
I did not get through a season, and it's been around for a long time. But I'm just like, people do this. I
feel like that would be an Excedrin show.
Oh, I'm just like, people do this?
Right.
People are proud of this? You're going to let someone film you doing this?
It's that bad, huh?
To me, it was. I was like,
I know statistically, those kinds of relationships don't generally last.
They can't last.
So,
I mean, the people. Look at the people.
Well, the thing. The other part to it is, and this is probably a little bit of. I'm sure there's psychology behind it, but you're talking about taking someone who has been in a very closed environment, and then putting them out into the real world, and you who have been out in the real world have this expectation of them when they don't even know what the world is like, and so they haven't experienced it.
Agreed.
They haven't,
plus they're not prone to do the right thing anyway, or they wouldn't be in lockup.
That
right?
Too, yes. But once they're out and they see all that the world has to offer, you might not be the first thing on their priority list.
You might not be?
Probably won't be.
Okay.
So, once they get past the one thing the few things that they want from you, once they get those things, they're going to be off to whatever the next thing is. So, But yeah, so that was a full chested fail, and I will probably later end up down another rabbit hole trying to figure out what happened, because now I got to know what happened.
Arts and crafts on Valentine's Day. There's supposed to be lingerie somewhere, isn't there? I don't know. I'm like, well, that's what she was describing, arts and crafts.
Yes.
Valentine's arts and crafts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what grade are y'all in?
She's young. Remember, she's young. And he went in when he was 19, so it's been 13 years. So he's what?
30 something, 32, 33, yeah.
Yeah, so probably has a younger mindset, though, which is another thing that I have been told.
Possibly, but if he'd been in lockup, I'm sorry. If I'd been in lockup, I don't think I'd want to do arts and crafts on Valentine's Day. I might expect some lingerie to come into the plan.
Well, maybe he was expecting that later. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Oh, I don't know about y'all.
But yeah, so
that's crazy. That is crazy.
I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. There may be an update next episode, but I think because I got to know.
No,
what
I think she's gonna stay quiet.
Well, and that's other makes me mad. You can't be online all about your relationship, and then all of a sudden, when it doesn't work out, crickets. We're involved. We want to know that.
Well, there are lots of it now, but that seems to be a thing. Also, I'm like, you'll put all your business out there, and then don't want anybody to say anything about it.
Yep.
I'm just like, okay, well, I feel like, yep, if you care, you should probably not say much about anything.
Yeah.
And if you got to clap back, go ahead and clap back. But
I know for me personally, I kind of feel like if I end up in a next relationship, Facebook won't know about it until I'm getting married.
Back from the honeymoon,
girl, or on the honeymoon.
Well, yeah, you got to tell someone where you are.
Well, but I'm not. I don't feel like Facebook.
Well, I would want to. I would be insistent. I'm like, where y'all going? When you supposed to land?
Right.
Call me back with a room number.
Right. Call me when you get there. Yeah.
No secluded islands that you can't get off of easily.
Like, I'm getting my ticket. I'll be there.
I ain't trying to intrude. I'll be on the other side of the island, but I will be there. Me and Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson.
Girl. So, yeah. But I kind of feel bad for her, but some people gotta learn the hard way. Sadly.
Again, I don't. It's sad. It is kind of sad that she don't even know.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know that what she's saying has most of us clutching our pearls going, what? Don't. That's a bus out there. Mm-hmm. There are wolves, coyotes, lions and tigers and bears. Yeah,
just crazy. All right, that is our episode. We thank you for joining us. We wish you a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, and we wish you nothing but love and light. Bye.